Suns drop 2 games in a row. They get annihilated by the Thunder, 138-89, nearly 50 fucking points.
Damn, that's fucking suck cock. Sorry.
I predicted it could be that way. I said it'd be 130-80 something. I don't know. But
right.
Anyways, it was terrible. It was sad. No Booker, but still pathetic. Really pathetic play. I mean, 50 points. That's what you scored halftime. And that's how much they led us by. And then we lost to the Lakers. Very disappointing because we had that game in the grasp. I mean, for the first 3 quarters, we were keeping up with them really well. We led the Lakers. And then suddenly they just took a lead. They just took a huge lead, a 20-point deficit late in the fourth quarter. Even with 7 minutes left, they were leading by 20 points.
That fucking ref's kind of blind. I'm still believe LeBron James hit him with that.
We'll talk about that next. But the Suns do go on a run, and they actually take the lead with 12 seconds remaining. All right, and that was on a Dylan Brooks 3-pointer. Booker pulled up for the 3. I remember watching that, being like, what the fuck are you doing? He just pulled up like with still plenty of time on the clock. But then we got the rebound, passed it back to Green, hit the 3. Took the lead.
Brooks,
not Green. If I said Green, yeah, Brooks.
Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks with the 3.
And Braun.
And then, a lot of stuff happened with that. First of all, Dylan Brooks did get ejected from the game with 2 techs. But I thought it was very interesting whenever I saw LeBron James like grabbing the umpire, grabbing the ref. How is that not an ejection? You can't put your hands on the ref like that. Man. Especially in like an aggressive manner that he did. You can't do that. Like, why did he not get ejected?
If I was a referee, I would reject his ass right there and then. Get the fuck out. You can't touch me. Get the fuck out.
I do not understand at all how that was not an ejection. How that was not a double tech for the play and then what he did. But just by itself, touching the ref like that. Then just so
when I seen it, but when they had the Phoenix had the lead by 10 seconds in that fourth quarter, then it's called a foul on Booker. Booker then he touched him when LeBron James was trying to shoot for that 3. And they called a foul.
Yeah, so at the end of the game, LeBron went up for a 3. I thought that too, but on the replay, you can see Booker kind of hit his wrist before he got in shooting motion. And that's why they called it. But then, on the other hand, I thought what they did to
Brooks.
Was it Brooks at the very last shot?
No,
that was
Booker.
Grayson Allen, wasn't it?
No, Booker.
Well, whoever it was, with time expiring, I mean, they kind of didn't give him a chance to shoot it either. They kind of grabbed him, and so I'm not saying that's necessarily a foul, but I also would say if you're not going to call that one, then why would you call the LeBron one? Because you got a little slap on the wrist way before the shooting motion versus like into the shot. They basically clotheslined. If you say it was Booker, that but that's the way sports go sometimes.
I think I'm sorry, but I think that's kind of stupid. I understand about Dylan Brooks, but LeBron James issues, I think she rejected the whole entire game. From my opinion,
I think he should have got ejected after
what he did,
putting his hands on the ref, but he didn't. Brooks did get ejected.
So I think they're like favoring there. I think the referee probably gets paid or sucking LeBron James' dick or something.
That's why LeBron grabbed him like, dude, I'm never sucking you off again. No. No, it is what it is. They played hard. We came back whenever the game was basically over. So, I mean, great play out of them to at least get that far, but terrible to let it happen in the first place. And then you just expect better. For a while, the Lakers took a big lead, and we couldn't hit a shot to save our lives. Couldn't get any offense going. DeAndre Ayton had 20 points.
Embarrassing.
So he really showed us why it was terrible to trade him. I would still trade him 1,000 times. Because he'll do that one game, And then
The
for
next
like 10
game, he
games,
just,
he
like,
just won't
fucking
even
just-
try. He'll
no.
be a little baby. Or he'll do it for a few games in a row and then just go back off the shelf. So that's what happened. We lost. It sucks. So now we are number 7 still at 14-12. And we play the Warriors tomorrow.
That's a big game. That
Warriors are number 8.
Yes, I'm saying that's a big game because we're going to be here tomorrow, but we have to go play them again for Saturday at San Diego.
Right, it's going to make a big difference because
now,
if we lose this game, we're now 14-13, and the Warriors would be 14-14. And so it'd be very easy for us to drop to 8 or even 9, depending on what happens with the Grizzlies. So that's going to be an important game tomorrow. Should we talk about it? The Cardinals? Is it even worth the time?
No, it's not even worth the time to fucking just talk about it.
We just got to recap. By the way, I like that. Let's get a nice look for the audience.
Fucking you, stupid ass.
Here, show the camera your cum stain on
You're
your
nasty,
shirt.
dude. You're fucking nasty.
Look at that stain. What is that? What'd you have for lunch today?
You're nasty, dude.
You don't show up to the podcast looking nice. You show up with cum stains.
You're nasty.
You had to get that cigarette in the parking lot that badly.
You're fucking nasty.
Who did you blow? Okay, no more. All right, all jokes aside, the Cardinals are the only joke because they are now 3-11. They lost to the Texans 40-20.
I really want.
Remember, we were predicting they could go to the playoffs,
And all that talk we did, it just didn't fucking help at all.
and now they're 3-11. They're gonna play Atlanta for their last home game.
They're gonna lose that game. Already knew this. I'm down that they're gonna lose.
At this point, I hope they lose. At least we'll get a better draft pick. Atlanta, and then the Bengals, and then we'll finish off the season in LA.
Rams.
Not really worth talking about the Cardinals.
No.
Such a disappointment with high hopes and
I would delete their asses if I
what
want.
we expected from that defense with Calais Campbell and Josh Sweat,
Didn't help.
Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray,
Little
James
bitch.
Conner. It all went to shit.
They all went to shit their pants and playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 came out. I'm sure
The
Kyler's
fucking
putting
Murray
more
fucking
eyes on
does.
that than he is on the film.
I would have fucking got rid of his ass.
Well, you can probably guarantee he will not play another game as a Cardinal. Last, the D-backs signed Merril Kelly for a 2-year deal worth $40 million.
Yes. I knew you. I told you would come back to him. I told you they would.
Yeah.
I would have got him.
He's a good pitcher, better than Gallen, who was supposed to be our ace. Corbin Burns is definitely our ace, but Corbin Burns still going to be hurt, probably to miss a really good chunk of the season.
That sucks.
But that's kind of it. We have the Warriors tomorrow. We have the Suns to hopefully give a run and maybe make the playoffs later in the season.
Yeah, but we're still like the first of the season still, so you see what happens.